Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Thursday, December 12th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 50 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 36 degrees with a high of 45 and a low of 23. Oof. All right, 45 is not so bad, but hey. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs, pretty pictures, and of course the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. I always talk about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, the what, the how, and the why. What I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and why. There we go. All right, we can see how this evening's going to go. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always delightful. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who'll see this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who'll see this broadcast when I download it into my group Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick, which I highly recommend that you join, because that's where all our buddy colors, our free buddy colors, are from me, such as the one you're looking at, which is our Santa praying over the baby Jesus. All right. So let's see who's popped in tonight. There's Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Oh, so glad to see you back. So we've got Tammy, Mamie. Hi, Mamie. Hello, Kitty. Hello, Linda. Linda and the three amigos. Uno, dos, tres. Linda, Michelle, and Wally. Hello, Maggie. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to one and all. Oh, hi, Sherry. Kitty. Hello, Julie Rich. Hello from Scotland. All righty. Hi, Julie. What time is it in Scotland?
In Edinburgh, Scotland, it's 1:04 a.m.
Oh. Julie, 1 in the morning. Wow. All right. Girl, what are you doing up at 1 a.m.? But regardless, welcome. Oh, you just wanted to say hi. All right. So tonight I'll be working, like I said, on the Santa. Kneeling with a baby Jesus. So Julie, can you stay with us for a while, or what's the deal? This is from my book, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. It's a pretty nifty book. Oh, Julie, I'll watch the recording later. What is the thickness of the paper? Cardstock. I copy it onto cardstock. This is the book, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Isn't that neat? And it's got the Night Before Christmas verse all the way through it. Julie, it's available in PDF. Just contact me directly. Although I don't know how, yeah, we'll work it out. All right. And then we've got our Disney book that we're working on. Beauty and the Beast. And we're slowly getting that little puppy completed. And I'm doing this piece for you to keep in mind that you can absolutely color this yourself. Linda, yes, there are 2 pages each on each verse except for one. And Sherry, the artwork on the back is from the original pictures. Okay, I hope everybody's doing well today. How is your day going? Win, lose, or draw? Maggie says draw. Mamie says draw. Linda draw. Miss Kitty draw. Oh, Janie had a win. Janie, what's your win? Julie draw. I'm going to say my day was a draw as well. All right, get your paper towel so you can protect your piece. And let's get this show on the road. Okay, so last night I was working here in the upper right-hand corner. we've got our light blue here in between. Janie, you were off today and you started on your other picture. Cool. Guys, please do me a huge favor and hit that like button. And also, please, please, please share this broadcast to your timeline so that other people, especially with this holiday season, who would enjoy the company, can find the group. Okay. So we have our dark, our medium, and our light blues. And we have an extra dark blue. Now, even though I talk a lot about 3 colors, you of course are absolutely encouraged. You can use more than just the 3. Janie, did you get the free image? And can you color with us? All right. Look at that. My point just fell out of one of my pencils. Janie, if you have a printer, this image and 3 other images are available to you for free. Print them out on cardstock, and then you can color along with us. If you look up on the chat, Mamie just posted the link for this image and 3 other free ones. Okay, so I'm using my medium now. And of course, I'll blend that over to this other streak. Amy, hello. Okay, now, this area up here is lighter than what I just colored. But darker than our initial blue over here. So I'm going to run this medium all the way up to the top. Janie, what about the mama kissing Santa? And then I'm going to take my light color and I'm going to blend that over the top. Just in this area, the higher part of this streak. See how I'm producing that color? No, Janie, this is from 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And then I'm going to come back with my medium at the bottom here. And get that all smoothed out. Check it out. Finger blend. Now, I want that top lighter still, so I'm going to take my Faber-Castell 103, which is my ivory, and I'm going to use that at the top. And I'm also using the ivory to blend and smooth out our lighter color on either side. Janie, there's the link for the I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus. Finger blend. Okay, let's move over to our next. Miss Julie, good night. I'm so glad you stopped by. Please go to the group and get your images. Okay, here's our medium. Mamie, what's going on? Facebook post link. Could not get it to give me the affiliate link for the book. Okay, now we got to work around this little puff. So be sure to get in between. So Mamie, what affiliate link do you need? Now we're going to use our medium all the way up. The link you pasted was for my post in Facebook group. Tried to create an affiliate link for the new book, but could not get it to work. All right, I'll send it to you right now. Tammy, send me a picture of the page you're talking about. You'll have to contact Amazon if it's a printing issue. Okay. There's our dark color. We'll put some light on here. And then our ivory. And then we'll come back with a medium down near the bottom here. And then I'm going to come in with my ivory again, Faber-Castell 103. And we want to bring that lightness down on the left-hand side. Leave the right-hand side darker. All right. Tammy, I'm sorry you ran into that. Is everything else okay? Are the other images okay? All right, let me pull out. And let me grab an affiliate link for Mamie. Okay, Mamie, it's on the way. Alrighty. Isn't that beautiful? Now, if anybody's interested, this is the new book I just released. I'm getting it in. I think it's coming in Sunday. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus Jubilee. It's a pretty cool book. So you guys can take a look at it and see if you like it. It was a lot of fun putting it together for you guys. Okay. Now I'm taking my ivory and I'm blending over all these streams of light that are coming together. We want them nice and soft. Maybe you're getting yours on Monday. Okay. All right, let's move over to the left. This stream is our lightest color here. And then we're starting to get into our darker colors as we go around the head of Santa. So let's go ahead and start that up. So here's our dark. And of course, we'll be adding our other colors to blend that in. Okay. So Tammy, 2 pages, they're all messed up, and guess what? This picture isn't even in the book. Really? Sounds like they really had a problem with your particular book. I'm sorry you've run into that. Okay, check out how I'm working out on this our darker color. Now, don't pound your pencil into the paper. Okay, Tammy, well, the big thing is just make sure Amazon replaces it for you. Let me pull out just a little bit. Notice how I'm repeatedly going over each area. You know, the whole idea with colored pencils is you need to layer them. Tammy, do you have a printer so you can print this out on cardstock and color with us? All right. Now let's work that dark color around the front. But we've got a lighter area here. So I'm going to bring in my light pencil, my light color. And get that little patch in there. And what I want you to notice here is that as we're coloring this, because we've got the light and the dark, that really makes it look like a cosmic picture. Okay, and back to our dark. And be sure to get those little spikies of Santa's hat in. Who's coloring this with me tonight? Hello, Sibylesque. Welcome. Linda, you're coloring. Now be sure you get in between the beard on Santa, and then we're going to come back with our light and that's going to come down the sleeve. Check it out. Now, this light blue is going to be colored on top of the gold that we started with for the stream of light from the heavens. And I want you to notice that this blue does not completely cover that yellow that we put in. In other words, you want it to be spotty. Looba-dooba-doo, so good to see you. Looba-dooba-doo, so good to greet you. Looba-dooba-doo, how are you tonight? Hi, Luba. All right, see how this blue is just in between this gold? So it breaks up the gold a little bit. Luba, are you calling me Irene again? Looba-dooba-doo. Okay, these are the pictures that Tammy just sent me. Oh yeah, definitely a printing error. So Tammy, you need to get that book replaced. Luba, let me pull out so you can see the full picture. Oh, Luba, you call me Irene all the time. That's okay. I'd even settle for Hey You. Luba, you need to pick up my new book. This was night before Christmas. And it's got the full poem. It's an illustrated poem. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a great little book. Okay, so let's continue here. Now, this is my next blue, my original dark blue. You remember we had dark and then the dark pencil. Oh, Luba, congratulations. You're going to be grandparents in June. Yay. How cool is that? Now, see this area right in here? We need to leave that intact for the moment. Luba, dooba, doo, that is wonderful. Luba, dooba, doo, and another baby too. Okay, so this is our dark blue of our light, medium, dark, and this over here is our dark blue. So now you can see how that's looking really cool put together. So yeah, Luba dooba doo and baby too. And then we're going to come in with our light color. So Luba, when did you find all this out? Hey Luba, don't forget to hit that like button for me. Now, notice how I'm using that light button, my light pencil to blend our edges on this blue. She announced it last week when you came back from the holiday. Oh. Your holiday pictures were beautiful. Okay guys, blend your edges. Now, we need to soften this edge right here. And I want to round out this blue a little bit because I don't like that straight line. So I'm going to curve it. Check it out. Check out the blending. Luba, how was your holiday? It looked like you were having a lot of fun. Okay, that looks tons better. Check it out. Now, the thing that makes a cosmic sky look like a cosmic sky is the light and dark of the blues and then blending them together. And you can see how beautiful this is looking by having these different shades and having them merge together like this. Finger blend. The weather was 30, 31, so you're talking Celsius. All week, the place was really nice. But the food was so-so, but it's good for the shape. Sorry the food wasn't up to par. Okay, let's come back into this top area here. So we're going to come in with our medium. And I want you to notice that I'm laying my pencil on its side to color this. Pencil is flat to the paper. And while I'm coloring this, I'm also turning my pencil a little bit just to keep that point. Check it out. Now my pencil's being a little spotty. It's actually a Prismacolor. So I'm going to have to blend this a little bit. All right, so that was my medium. And this is my light. And I'm going to go over that medium area with my light to blend it and smooth it out. Hello, Lois. Isn't that beautiful? Let me pull out so you can see the effect. Now I'm going to come back with my dark pencil. This is just on mine. Isn't that pretty? All right. Now, paper towel. We're going to blend the kajibers out of this. Don't forget to move your finger around on the paper towel so that you have fresh areas. Any questions about what I'm doing on the sky? Now, be sure on the starlight that you get these little streaks of blue in here, because that's what makes this look really cool. And also be very, very sure that you blend your edges of your blues to give us that seamless look. All right. Now my light streak here looks a little wavy, so we need to make that look and make sure it looks straight up and down. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. All right. Hi, Lori. Oh, Lori, no problems. You can catch up with video. Anybody having any problems with their blending? Now, as you know, my printing doesn't go to the edge, so I have to compensate for that. One of these days, I'm going to get that Hewlett-Packard deal. All right. I just put my medium on this spot to fill in my edges. And now I'm blending it with my light. All right, let's put a little bit of ivory on this to smooth it out. And then I'm going to extend the edges of my roof of the manger. And again, this is just specific to me, unless your printer doesn't print edge to edge either. So I'll do the rest of that off camera, because this is not something that you really need to sit and watch. and it's not hard to do at all. In fact, I'm almost done doing it. Any question about the way I'm extending this? Now, the trick is, for those of us that don't have edge to edge, is that you need to color over the boundary of where the ink stops on the original print. So in other words, you don't want to see that line there. I think I'm actually going to use my little triangle here. And we'll get that edge nice and straight. Okay. Any questions? Now, guys, take your time on this. Don't worry if okay, Amy, thank you. Don't worry if I get a little bit ahead of you. You can catch up by watching the video. All right. Now I want to work on the beard. Now, because of the way of the lighting, we need to add a little dimension to the beard. And I'm going to use this burnt sienna. It's from Starjoy. Check out the color. And by the time I'm done putting this in, you're going to see that it ends up looking like it's a glow from the glow that's coming down from the stars. And in addition to that, I'm going to use a little bit of yellow. So again, trust the process. All right. Now, if you're still catching up with the stars and the sky, you might want to stop and join me in coloring the beard. So we're going to start with our brown underneath the nose. And underneath the top of the mustache. Now on the darker part of the beard here, this is where I'm going to put my brown and my yellow. Now I'm going to come in a little bit lighter with the same brown. Remember, you can create different shades with the same pencil. All right, let me pull out just a little bit more. And then I'm going to come in with my yellow. Very lightly. And what we end up getting is a really nice gold. Right? Yellow and brown make the gold. Creak. And then I'm going to come back very lightly with my brown. We'll put a little more right here. Very lightly over that same yellow. We're going to tone that yellow down just a little bit. And then as we get near more of the top, I'm going to come in with a darker brown. This is my raw umber that I used from before. And I'm going to color it into where we have shadows. Finger blend. Now, what color do you think that the hair up here is? Somebody tell me. Come on, I know somebody knows the answer. What color do I make the hair up here? Blues. Exactly, Sherry. Why? Why do we make them blues? Sky shadows. Excellent. That's it. So I'm going to start working my darker blues. On the darker portions of the hair. Now I'm going to put a little brown up here yet. And a little bit of the yellow. Okay, Amy, thank you. And we'll come back with a brown because that yellow is a little bit too bright. but we need it to make the gold look. Okay. So darker blue inside of the curls. There was a little girl with a little curl right in the middle of her forehead. And when she was good, she was very, very good. And when she was bad, she was Amy. Okay, then I'm going to come in with my light blue. Oh, Miss Luba, I'm so glad you stopped by. Good night, Luba. Good night, Luba. Good night, Luba. So glad you made it here tonight. And Amy's our bad girl for the evening. Okay, now notice how I'm using the light blue over everything to blend it and to soften that darker blue color. And then I'm going to come in with a medium gray. And I'm going to put it right on top of that blue. Let's see if that's dark enough. And what that's going to do is that's going to make the hair look silvery. Now, you know I always talk about blue and gray, how great they look together. That's what we've got here. So I'm really using the gray as a blender pencil. And that's giving us a really neat look. So you're seeing the gray of the hair, and also it's tinted with the blue. All right. I'm going to use a little gray on this yellow just to tone it down a little. Okay. Now, I want to show the highlights in the blue hair. So, I'm going to take my electric eraser and I'm going to erase away on the high points. Check it out. Doesn't that look cool? Everybody with me on this? Finger blend on the gold to soften it. Let's take a look. Now, if that isn't a cool effect, I don't know what is. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my gold pencil This is my metallic gold that I used earlier on the stars streaming down onto the Christ child. This happens to be a color. It's a 215 if you have it. And we're very, very lightly, oh my gosh, it's almost not there. Now don't color in the glasses like I just did. And we're just going to add a very, very light tinting of the gold to the rest of this beard. Now, be careful because this is a mustache right here. In fact, I'm going to take my light brown and we'll put just a little bit of shading underneath that. So you can see it. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Don't you love it when your hand jerks when you're trying to color in a small area? So we're just going to put little flicks of our gold in this beard near the hand. Again, not much. Sibylesque, you do it all the time? Yeah. That's why we are glad that we have electric erasers, right? Okay, and I'm just blending this gold on top of this area here. Basically, you just got to relax your hand. Now, check out how the additional gold on top of the other colors here makes our beard look really cool. Okay, I'm at a good stopping point, even though I really don't want to stop. Oh, let's see. I'm going to bring this blue of the beard down just a little bit more. See it right here? Just a touch. Don't get crazy with it. This is why you absolutely have got to learn that when you're coloring, come in lightly to start out and then shade and shadow after that. The minute you come in like gangbusters, you lose the ability to tweak. Okay. Questions, comments? Look how neat that looks with that gold. Anybody having any problems with this? Okay. Next project. I still have to do the hair of the Christ child, of course. I've got a little more coloring and shading and shadowing I need to do on the fur of Santa's outfit. And then I need to work in the lower left-hand corner, and we'll get the bottom with the hay and our lights. We'll call these Christmas lights. Up in the top left. I really hope that you guys are enjoying this project. You'll have one heck of a piece when we're done. Okay. Next project. Are you guys having fun tonight? So last night I was working on the stone that's going around here. One of the questions that I get all the time in doing pictures like this is, where do you start? Well, I like to start in those areas that are, I don't want to say easiest, but less complex. So you can do things like these bushes, you can do the lamps. And then as you start doing things like that, everything else around it falls into place. So let's go ahead and continue with this wall. Thank you, Mamie. Let me remind you of the colors that I'm using. Miss Tammy, good night. Tammy, I'm so sorry your book came out the way it did. Sarah is going to call you at 10, so see us tomorrow night. All right. Sounds good. Okay. So we've got our dark color. This is a dark sepia. We have a medium gray. And then our gold. All right. Now I'm going to pull in an additional gray. And that's this color. And that way I can do the front of the wall here. It's called Top Gray. It's a Brut Funner, happens to be. But go ahead and match that color and you'll be just fine. These are the other colors I was working with. You can see this is darker than here. Take a screenshot and then you'll have it. Okay. So let's work in the lower left-hand corner here. Let me move my camera. And what this is, these are supporting pillars of the rail of this concrete. So this is my top gray that I'm bringing in. Now, these lines coming down here are the darker gray that I showed you just a few minutes ago. Okay. Now, we need to color these ovals in such a way that they end up actually looking like pillars. So I'm going to start my gray. This is the same gray I was just using. And then I'm going to come in with my darker gray. It's actually that dark sepia that I was using. And we need to draw in just the outside line of where the shadow's going to be. And as soon as I draw that in, now right now, because I'm close up, you're seeing the mechanics of it. But when I pull out, you'll see the effect. You know that that's my style, that I like to show you exactly what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm going to come back in with my lighter color. Going to come back with my darker color. Shade that roundness up a little more. And let me pull out so you can see the effect. Isn't that cool? And that's too far out. Again, guys, you've got to trust the process. And unfortunately, a lot of people make decisions about how their pieces are looking before they really get through with the area. So they start criticizing themselves too early. So guys, knock it off, will you? Okay. That was my darker. Now we're back to this lighter. Any questions? Doesn't that look cool? All right. Okay, Maggie, thank you. Okay. So let me shadow just a little bit more. Guys, what do you think? Does this not make sense? Okay. And then I'm going to come back in with my dark. Take your time. All right. And then on the original, thank you, Maggie. Then on the original, we've got a little bit of greenery. So I'm going to erase in that spot. Details, guys, details. If you're going to do something like this, do it right. So there's our green. And I'm going to take a little bit of my Payne's gray. Oh, let's get this. Well, la-di-da. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of black. And we want to add just a little bit of lines that make it look like we have plants. See how that's looking? That's looking pretty cool. All right. Now let me pull out so you can see the effect of this. See it? Any questions? All right. Now let's continue down our wall. So I'm going to use my darkest color. And I want you to notice that I'm not making a precise line here. You want it to be a little bit unprecise. I can't think of the word that I want. By making it a little fuzzy, maybe that's the word I want. It makes it look like stone. And then with that darker gray, we're going to color the area behind the dress. Now, don't go too far with it coming out this other side because we're going to do a couple of things with the tiles now. But I've got to finish the wall. All right. So, light gray. And remember, the yellow color is affecting whatever color you put on top. Any questions about that? Now, I want you to notice that I'm also coloring over these lines here because that makes them look a little more authentic. Hold on, need to get a little bit of water. Okay, let me pull out. Check it out. And let's look at the side by side. Okay. Now, I'm going to come in with a little bit of brown. Let me swatch that for you. So now we're up to what? 3, 4, 5 colors. And we're going to put that little bit of brown color into the stone. And the way we do that is we just add it to the top of the gray that we already have there. And basically what that brown represents is where the concrete has been chipped away. Check it out. Any question about that? We're just basically adding some flaws to the concrete. And notice that I'm putting the flaws on top of the darker gray. Okay, finger blend. Just a little bit. So we'll get that merged in. All right. So what do you think? Not too shabby. Okay, let's clean up the teacup. And the teapot. Now, if you accidentally erase too far, just take your blender pencil and blend that back in. There we go. Excuse me. All right, not too shabby. Now, let me show you how this teacup and teapot look. We've got purples, pinks, golds, and flesh color. So if you want, let me get closer. If you want, take a screenshot and then you'll be able to see what I'm aiming for. Although, I'll do them now. And then we'll do the rest of this wall. All right. So let's work on our little teacup. The inside is a combination of orange and flesh color. And we have a little bit of gold on the rim. So I'm going to start with the gold. That way it won't get lost. And then with that gold, we have a little bit of brown. And then on the inside of the cup, we've got orange. And then our darker brown. And if you look closely at the picture on the original, we also have a little bit of pink. Now that orange and pink are a great combo. All right, so there's our yellow. And then we have a little bit of pink for our cheek. And we have pink and purple. Oh my gosh, this is so tiny. Here's our pink and a little bit of yellow. And then we've got purple. A little hard to see, but we can smudge it enough in there that it shows up. Now this pink and purple pattern will be more visible when we work on the bottom here. My Linda, so glad to see you. Thumb 15, all right. Light gray on the teacup. Now, I want you to notice that this light gray is only towards the front. So see how I'm curving that? Now, the nose or the handle is our orange and our pink. Now, let me erase out the eyes. And then we're going to bring some pink up into that gray area. A little bit of a finger smudge. Check it out. And then if I can pull it off, I'm going to use a Sharpie marker, my ultra fine. And I'm just going to dot the top of the eyes. Yeah, we got them. I'm just using my X-Acto knife to pull off a little bit of purple that got too far, and I can't really reach it with my eraser, so I'm just going to scrape it away. All right, let's pull out. Isn't that cute? My Linda, how the heck are you? My Linda, tell us something fun. You're good? You're just working a lot. Yeah. Well, relax, kick back. Enjoy the chatter of the broadcast. Let's see. I'm just going to erase a little bit of this pink and shape it a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay, the grandkids and their mama went to a fair at the school for 2 hours. For 2 whole hours, I had the house to myself. All right. Okay, on the very bottom. Pinks and purple. My Linda, Luba was in here earlier, and she just found out she's going to be a grandma. And then we've got our orange on the bottom. And a little bit of our pink. And a little bit of our light gray. Okay. Now let's slide up to the face. We're going to put a little bit of pink on the chin. And a little bit of pink on the cheek. And then we're going to come in with, oh, forgot my pink on the lips. Hold on. Now we're going to come in with our light gray. Again, it's going to look a little weird, but you'll see where all this is going. Now, notice that I'm not taking my gray all the way out to the edge. And then we'll take our gray on the spout. Again, notice I'm not going over all the way to the edge. And we need to come in with what? A dark gray for inside the nose. Love these small spots. Okay. Then we're going to come in with our very light tan. And I'm going to use my white. We're going to lighten that tan. Now, if you have an area where you have to color something and you don't have the correct pencil, you can create that color with 2 or more pencils. So I put on the light tan, but then I brought the white over it. And that brings me back to the color that I want. So let's do the same with the nose. And then our white. And then our Sharpie black. I'm going to go inside the nose with that because I want to brighten that up. And then we'll color our eyes. Along with, I'm just going to hit the eyelashes a little bit. Look how cute that looked. Okay. Handle. A little bit of orange. A little bit of pink. And actually, I made a boo-boo. Blooper, blooper. Save it for the blooper reels. We're going to make that gold. See, now you know this broadcast really is live because I made a boo-boo on it. And then I'm going to come in with my dark brown. Okay. Hey, my Linda, let me show you what we did earlier. We're this far on our Santa coloring. We got a lot of the background done. See it? And the beard, which reflects, we've got blue up here at the top, gold here at the bottom to represent the shine on the Christ child, the reflection. So that worked out really well. Okay. Back to the subject at hand. So we've got our little rim here, gold. Put a little brown on there. And then our dark gray. Just a little bit. And then the top of our teapot, is purple, and notice I'm not going over all the way to the left. We actually have a lighter purple on that edge. And on the very top, we're back to our pink and our orange. Let me finish up the little bit of gold here where the crown peeks out. There's our pink. And our orange. And I'm going to put a touch of purple on the very top in the upper right. All right. Finger blend on the main part of the pot. And let's pull out and take a look at this puppy. And then we'll take a look at the original. Not too shabby. Now I'm going to take a little bit of pink and just highlight right here. And then on the right hand side of the base, we need to darken that a little bit. Because of the way the shading is. So very, very lightly, we'll put in a little bit of black. Now remember, I'm working that black on top of other colors, so it won't be a solid black. It'll be a compromised black. Okay, let me pull out. Check it out. Got a pretty good portion of the wall in. We still need to do it on the other side. We're making great progress with this. I'm happy with it. See what you guys think. Okay, and then our first project is our Santa. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it an evening. We got quite a bit done. Janie, good night. This is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick, guys. Joyous, joyous coloring. Love on each other. That is what our group is known for. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Please share the broadcast. I think we had a lot of fun. All right, guys, take care. Love ya. Have a great rest of the evening. I'm going to go stuff my face. And we'll see what else kind of trouble we can get into. All right, guys, take care. My Linda, I'm so glad you can make it every night. That's great. All right, guys, till tomorrow night then. Bye.